If you want corn, here's how you get corn. You dig a hole in the ground and you plant corn. Don't argue about it. Just freaking do it. If you tuned in wanting a sophisticated radio show that would cause you to go straight to sleep by boring finance professor, you got the wrong place. This is God's and Grandma's ways of handling money. Common sense. You're going to hear things that make you say, oh, I already knew that. Because you already knew it. People don't tune in here to get necessarily tons of new information or things to tickle your brain or to make your intellect go into spasms. I don't have the ability to provide that. I do have the ability to show you how to win with money. But it's deep things, easy to understand things like live on less than you make. We can just go home now if you want. If you do that one, the rest of it will pretty well work out, won't it? You could be generous more than you are now. You could get out of debt more than you are now. You could save and invest more than you are now. But you got to control you. And you are a salmon swimming upstream in an Instagram world showing you how pretty and beautiful and smart and wealthy everyone else is, and it's all fake. Because no one's that pretty or smart or beautiful. I've seen all of you with makeup, and some of you are just proof that all barns need paint. There is just none. I mean, we're all this way, people. We're all this way. So the deal is, common sense works, and some of the most profound things you'll ever learn in your life are easy to understand and hard to do because they have to do with controlling you. Me too. I know how to lose weight. Less chocolate chip cookies. Knowing it and doing it's two different things. I like chocolate chip cookies. A lot. It's a problem I have. Well, you too, huh? Okay. So we started teaching people 30 years ago how to get out of debt. And I'm a math nerd, and so I immediately said you need to pay off the largest interest rate first because that's mathematically correct. After doing this for 30 years with millions and millions and millions of people, I figured out that math is not the only solution to personal finance, which is 80% behavior and 20% head knowledge. The way you get out of debt is not about math. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You have an I've had it moment where you say, that's it! I've had it! And until you've had that moment, I can't really help you. This is not an intellectual exercise. This is I'm pissed off at normal exercise. I'm not going to be normal anymore, and I've got a righteous anger that's rising up inside of me, and I'm going to change my freaking life. That's when you get out of debt. And then you list your debts smallest to largest. We call that the debt snowball because it's behavior-based, not math-based. And by the way, it's more successful than all the other crap that some of you have as a theory. You're broke and writing a blog about finance in your mother's basement. Nobody gives a rip what you've got to say. You haven't got any proof. As my young millennial team tells me, we need social proof. We need proof with people out there really doing it. Well, we've got like truckloads, buildings full of social proof. 30 years of social proof of you people doing this stuff and winning. More than any other brand in America. If you say Dave Ramsey, what do people say? Get out of debt. List your debts smallest to largest. Well, what about? Shut up. Just do it. You're not the exception. I know all snowflakes are unique, but they all are subject to the law of gravity. That's how we have snowfall. I get it. You're special, but you're subject to the law of gravity. If you want corn, here's how you get corn. You dig a hole in the ground and you plant corn. Don't argue about it. Just freaking do it. List your debts smallest to largest, pay minimum payments on everything but the little one, and attack the little one with a vengeance. Sell so much stuff the kids think they're next. Put the dog on eBay and the cat on Craigslist. Get out of there, baby. We're done. Amputate the Tahoe. Your freaking car owns you. And you got to make a decision to live different because normal sucks. You don't want to be normal anymore. List your debts smallest to largest. Attack the little one. When the little one's gone, you take the payment that you had there and every other ounce of money you can squeeze out of your newfound life that involves spending nothing and working more, and you pour it on that next debt. And when the two debts are gone, you take those two payments that you don't have anymore and more enthusiasm than you ever had before, and you put it on the third one. And by the time you pay off 3, you're like, oh yeah, this is going to work. See what hope does? Hope is more powerful than math. Once you start to believe, then you'll sacrifice deeper. You'll work harder. You'll really start to do stuff that your broke friends think is nuts. And by the way, if your broke friends are making fun of your financial plan, you are right on track, sweetheart. If Instagram is appalled at your newfound life, you're right on track. If you find out that some of your Facebook friends aren't real friends, then you're right on track, because they weren't. And not everybody that likes something on social media really likes it. I know these are shocking truths to some of you, but this is how life works. List your debts smallest to largest, pay minimum payments on everything but the little one, attack the little one with a vengeance and tear its butt off, man. Get those credit cards out, light some candles, and have a plastectomy ceremony. Let the children help you cut them up so the children won't ask to use them because they know they're gone. Let them experience the death of plastic in your house. Get you a couple of debit cards and start paying for stuff. You're not in Congress. Quit buying crap you don't have the money for. This isn't hard, but it's how you're supposed to live your life. It works. It's common sense. If you want to know why we're getting out of debt, because it's the shortest path to wealth building. When you don't have any payments, now you have the ability to become wealthy. It's the shortest. Why do you want to be wealthy? Well, change your family tree. Retire with dignity. Be the first old man or old lady who did it right in your family tree. Oh, and by the way, you can be outrageously generous when you have wealth. I've noticed that poor people don't feed many hungry kids. I know you think wealthy people are evil because you've been watching too much stupid television, but they're the ones that feed the hungry people. Better than the government does, more efficiently than the government does, and more likely than the government does. That's what happens in the real world. Look at the billions of dollars Americans give away every year in charity. It's because they had billions of dollars. You have to start with that. So you get out of debt so that you build wealth. So that you change your family tree. So that you can be outrageously generous.